Things start to go south. All right, guys, today we're somewhere that you've never been with me before. We're going out to the range. So my range is just this wide open space. You know, I don't like shooting at regular shooting ranges. You know, you're just so limited on what you can do. But guys, we're going out today. I'm gonna show you what I do at the range and kind of just some of the practice drills that I do. And guys, I'm no professional by any means, but I've been shooting for my whole life. So this is just some things that I kind of do for a routine. But guys, shooting range today, blue collar outdoors, something I've never done on the channel. And that's because YouTube is so restrictive on some of the stuff you can do. So we're not gonna be able to monetize this one, but we're gonna have it posted up so you guys can see it. And maybe I'll start doing some more gun related type stuff, because that is one of my biggest hobbies that I like to do, but it's something that I haven't been able to share with you guys since the creation of the channel, essentially. So let's get it today, guys. We're gonna show you what I do. So I got my Smith & Wesson AR-15 right here, the M&P-15. So this is not how it came. I did put a 15-inch free-floated handrail on this thing, and we do have, I think it's a Midwest Industries compensator on the end of it, which makes this thing shoot extremely flat. Very nice muzzle brake on this thing. So just running pretty much all the Magpul stuff. We got the Magpul SL buttstock, Magpul SL pistol grip, and loving this gun, guys. And the M&P Sport is a gun that gets a lot of hate, but also a lot of love. So it doesn't have the dust cover, and it doesn't have the forward assist on this thing, but you don't really need that if you're just using this as like a plinking gun. And this is the gun I train with, but I do have several other ARs, but this one right here gets the job done, guys. So if you're looking for an inexpensive gun that you can build on, M&P-15 is the way to go. So we're gonna be running a bunch of different handguns, but got the Glock 19, that is my concealed carry gun right here. So keep that in the appendix. But we're gonna practice some appendix stuff. We're just gonna be shooting some just run and gun type stuff. And I don't have a lot of time today, so I didn't set up multiple targets. So we just have the one target stand. But a lot of times I like to set up 3 or 4, maybe set up some barrels and do some like run and gun type stuff. But today we're just gonna practice some simple drills to kind of keep things fresh, you know, mag changes, that kind of stuff. With AR, and then transition into pistol mag changes as you're shooting. So one of the biggest tips, guys, that I see a lot of people go out to the range and kind of make mistakes on is they'll just load up, you know, a 30 round magazine. This ammo is not cheap. I mean, you're putting at least 70, 80 cents a round down range, and that stuff ain't cheap. So unless you got a wallet that's a lot bigger than mine, you know, I don't like to do that. So I like to practice with some type of intent. I like to get training done with as minimal ammo that I can expend as possible. So that's gonna keep my wallet happy, and it's gonna keep me still getting the fundamentals down. So what I like to do is probably add, you know, 5 rounds into my AR mags. Sometimes I'll run another mag just to get some mag changes in there. Same thing with my pistol. Sometimes I'll put 3 rounds. And I'll just shoot 3 rounds, do a mag change, and shoot more. So you don't have to go blow through a whole magazine. Just because you have the capacity doesn't mean you have to do it. So that is one of my biggest tips right there. Just don't go out there, blow through the ammo, because a lot of times when I take out people shooting for the first time, that's exactly what they do. They'll go, dun, 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 dun. They're shooting 30 rounds of ammo, just wasting it on nothing. I mean, they're just shooting at the same target. So they're not getting any kind of practice. They're not getting any kind of training accomplished by just blowing those rounds like that. So today we're using our 3 Pigeons range bag. Super nice range bag. I got this thing loaded down with all kinds of gear we're gonna be using out on the range today. This thing is high quality, very nicely made. So if you're looking for a new range backpack, check out this one by 3 Pigeons. So if you're looking to actually pick one of these up, you can use my coupon code in the description box below, and that's gonna get you 10% off of this item. So we got three different guns we're carrying today. Actually, we got more than that, I think. We did bring out a 22, but we're not gonna probably shoot that much. But we got our Canik TPS, what is it? TP9 SFX. It's got a heck of a name to it. We just put the primary arms micro red dot on it, so we're gonna be trying that out today. We're gonna sight that in. But this Canic, super nice gun. Here's my Glock 17 that I custom stippled. Love the stippling job on this thing. Really allows you to get a nice purchase upon the gun. And we have the 19, which I already showed you, but also another custom stipple job that I did. And I got rid of the finger grooves on the front of the gun, and we did the undercuts up on the trigger guard. So if you're looking for a good project, guys, doing some stippling jobs and things like that on your Glocks, super easy to do. I mean, it takes a lot of time to do it, but makes for a good little project. So that's what we're shooting today. And I showed you the M&P 15. All right, so the first drill we're gonna run is just one I like to do just to kind of get myself warm, and we're just gonna be shooting a couple rounds onto the paper. We're just working on drawing the gun up, shooting about 3 rounds, doing a mag change, shooting another 3 rounds. And you can do that with however many rounds you wanna do. If you wanna do 30, then that's on you and it's on your wallet. So we're only doing 3, and then we're doing a mag change. Then after that, we're gonna transition, because I like to focus on working the transition over to my sidearm, do another 3 rounds, mag change 3 rounds in that one too. So we're gonna do that one probably about 10 yards, nothing too far. And then that's what we're gonna work on. So not an ideal shooting configuration with the belt this morning. The gun kind of got in the way of the mag change, but we're gonna try to move some stuff out of the way. All right, we're gonna run that drill one more time. Make sure all of our weapons are charged. Not too bad. I haven't shot in quite a while, but it's starting to come back to me a little bit. But we're gonna work on speed a little bit more in the future. But right now, just trying to get back into some mechanics again. All right, for this one, we're gonna do more of like a running gun type thing. Still doing the same 3 rounds, mag change 3 rounds, go to the sidearm, 3 rounds, mag change 3 rounds. So that way we're not wasting a lot of ammo, but we're still getting some reps in. right, I'm gonna take out, it's super cold this morning. It was like 30 degrees when we got out here, so I was layered up, but we're gonna take this one off. That way I can practice some concealed carry type stuff. Because believe me, living in Albuquerque, I carry a gun everywhere I go. So I really want to practice concealed carry type draws. That way, you know, if the situation were to arise and I'm put in that kind of predicament, then hopefully I'm gonna know what to do under stress. Because working those muscle movements, believe me, can really help out. Okay, so we're gonna shoot the Glock 19, but I do have the 17 round Glock 17 mags I'm gonna be shooting in it, just because for range, I think it's a little bit easier. But we're gonna be using our appendix carry holster. In our appendix carry holster, this is the one made by Gritter Gear, and very nice inside the waistband concealment holster, and it has the mag pouch on the side here. So nice little combination there if you're looking for a good holster. I did a review video on this a while back because this is also a sponsored item, but it works extremely well. So very similar to kind of what you get from T-Rex Arms, something like that, the very big brands. But guys, we're gonna be working on some draws today, working on getting our clothing out of the way. That way we can make a good draw. All right, let's go test this out. All right, so I like to practice like there's like an altercation or something like that. I like to be about 3 to 6 feet away from whoever the bad guy is. In this case, it's trying to bother me or threaten my life and my family's life. So this is the assailant. A lot of times you can push away, and then that's when you're gonna be going after your weapon. But you need to be practicing this stuff, guys. Somebody's gonna be coming at you so fast, you're not even gonna be able to hardly react as quickly as you'd like to be. So whatever the fight looks like before you have to draw that weapon, and God forbid you have to do that, but whatever this fight looks like, you need to try to get some space in between you and this person, because it might end up being just a quick boom, 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 just straight from the holster, because that's all the time you had, that's all the space that you had. But you really want to give yourself space, because if you don't, that person could potentially get your weapon from you, and that's even going to make it even a worse day for you. So let's practice some drills on this. This one I'm just going to do 3 rounds, but essentially let's imagine this is a fight and you're drawing. All right, so press check, got one in the chamber. All right, so I'm backing up, still giving myself space, because if that person's trying to pursue me, I'm going to be able to create a little bit more space. That way I could potentially get some better shots off. But there we go. Next one, we're gonna do just the same thing again. We're gonna practice that one more time, and then we're gonna do just a quick draw from the holster. Boom, boom, because that might be all the time you have. All right, so there you go, that's creating space. Now we're gonna do one where we just don't have enough time, and we're gonna have to make a really quick draw from the holster. Because in reality, if you're concealed carrying or open carrying or just carrying in general, these are the drills you need to be practicing, because getting out here, acting like you're taking the world down with the AR-15, that kind of scenario may never happen. You know, I like to train a lot of times as if there's gonna be a home invasion. So that is probably the most realistic scenario you're gonna be in, unless you're a special operator out there. Unless the world comes to an end, then we're gonna have some bigger problems out there than learn how to shoot an AR. But those are the types of things you need to think about. Don't just come out here willy-nilly practicing. You need to come out here with a goal in mind. Is it home defense? Is that what you're trying to focus your training towards? Home invasion type scenarios? Or is it concealed carry? Or a combination of both? So those are the things that we're gonna look at potentially in the future, kind of passing on to you guys. There's a ton of channels out there. This is just kind of a sneak peek into my lifestyle when I'm out here on the range shooting. This is something you guys have never seen from me, so I don't know if it's good or not, but this is my life, so this is what I do. Okay, so like we said, for this movement here, for this drill, we are gonna be doing just a quick draw from the holster, just a boom, 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 because that might be all the time you have, so that's what we're gonna practice right now. Okay, things start to go south. All right, that's all all the time you have. I'm still trying to back up a little bit because I'm still going to be trying to create space for me and the assailant. But, you know, sometimes that's all the time you have, and that's a one-handed type thing. So you need to learn how to control the weapon with just one hand, because it's going to shoot completely different when you have both meats on there. You know, it's going to handle a lot different. Okay, for this next drill, guys, if you have some sticky notes, that's all you need to put on this target stand. We're going to be working on some slow shooting mechanics, and this is something that I like to do just to brush up on some shooting mechanics. So I just like to place a couple of these on here. All right, away from each other, that way you can practice squeezing and aiming instead of just that quick fire stuff. So we're just going to be doing that, working on, you know, just accuracy as a whole. So for this one, I like to get back from the target probably maybe 10 feet, 8 to 10 feet, nothing too far, just really working on accuracy. So I'm going to be using my CCW for this one. So the trigger's not as good as some of my target models, but we're going to be squeezing it off nice and easy with this one. All right, only hit 5 in there. We're going to do 5 rounds again. Super simple, but it's going to make you slow down a little bit and think about what you're pointing the weapon at and really focus on the accuracy. So you don't have to go out there and just boom, 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 shooting like crazy all the time thinking you're a Navy SEAL or something like that. So, you know, just slowing it down, really working on some repetitions, accuracy. It's going to help you out on the range and hopefully translate over if you were to be in a life-saving, life-threatening type scenario in the future. Man, this trigger on this Canic is just awesome. So guys, we're about to pack it up, but hopefully you like this video of something you've never seen me doing before, and that's out here on the range. So it's usually fishing, outdoors related stuff, biking, motorcycles, that kind of stuff, guitars. But today, we're out here on the range. So guys, hopefully you like this video. Like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more content like this, please let me know in the comment box below, and we can definitely start heading out to the range a little bit more, capturing some footage of me out here actually doing some of this stuff. But we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.